Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Dynamic Cracker. So today we are in the class of trigonometry 03 and in this class I'll discuss about trigonometric ratios of specific angles table up to 90-degree angles and then we'll solve some sums on it. So this is the table of trigonometric ratios of specific angles and those specific angles are 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Means at these angles the ratio is same. Not only at these angles, at all angles the ratio is same. I said all these, what are the sine, cos, tan in the previous class, trigonometry 002. You can watch that video if you don't know these things. If you know, it's okay, you can directly watch the video. So this is a table of trigonometric ratios up to 90 degrees and this is more than enough for class 10 and in your syllabus also up to here only it's there up to 90 degree. Still it's there up 180,000 but now it's not needed for you. So if you see here, sine value of 0 degrees, that means sine 0 is 0 and sine 30 is 1 by 2. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2, sine 60 degrees root 3 by 2 and sine 90 degrees 1. That means you can notice that as the sine increases from 0 degree to 90 degree, the value of sine theta is also increasing from 0 to 1. Yes, so sine 0 degree is 0 and sine 90 degree is 1. And similarly, if you come to cos theta, means cos values of specific angles, cos 0 degree is 1 and cos 90 degree is 0 and it's just the reverse of sine. If sine is 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1, cos is 1, root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2 and 0. That means cos is decreasing from 1 to 0, that means as the angle increases, the value of cos decreases. Alright, and tan, even tan is increasing from 0 to not defined, means some people say it infinity, but that's not absolutely correct. We should call it as not defined. From 0 to not defined it goes. And cosecant theta from not defined, it decreases to 1. Cosecant theta from 1, it increases to not defined. And cot theta from not defined, it decreases to 0. You can see sine increasing from 0 to 1. Cos from 1 to 0 decrement. Tan from 0 to not defined increases. As the angle increases, tan also increases. Cosecant decreases as the angle increases. Secant increases as the angle increases from 1. Cot decreases as the angle increases. So this is about trigonometric ratio. I will say how these values are derived or how these values are found and how can we prove that sine 0 is 0 degree. How can you say it's correct and how can you say sine 45 or cos 45 or something, tan 90, how you can say that they all are correct. We'll derive it in the next class, I'll say. So now this table is enough. For now, if you know this table, it's enough. Just note it down or take a screenshot. So we'll solve some sums on trigonometric ratios and trigonometric ratios of specific angles, the table what we studied right now. So the first question says as you have a right angle triangle, you can name it like ABC and this is given like 7 centimeter. Okay, so given is AB is 7 centimeter and AC minus BC is equal to 1. In the question it's given this much. So you have to find sine of angle A and sine of angle C. Okay, this both you should find. So let's find. So from the question we can see that AC minus BC is equal to 1, which means AC is equal to BC plus 1. This BC we send to RHS, it becomes BC plus 1. So AC is BC plus 1 we got, and we have one more thing, AB. AB is 7 centimeter. So if you observe from Pythagoras theorem, we can find out the other length where AB and AC are given. AB is given and AC we know with some variable, so we can find BC from that. So let's apply Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem states that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, and here AC square is BC plus 1, AC is BC plus 1 square is equal to AB square. AB square is AB is 7 centimeter, so 7 centimeter square plus BC square. We don't know what is BC, so let's keep it like that only. So it becomes BC square plus 1 square plus 2BC. According to the formula, a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. We got this is equal to 7 sevens of 49 plus BC square. And if you see BC square at RHS and BC square at LHS gets cancelled, 1 2BC is there. So if you write it here, 2BC is equal to 49 minus 1. 49, this 1 square becomes 1 and goes to RHS, it becomes 49 minus 1, which is 48 to BC. And BC, if this 2 goes to RHS, it becomes 48 by 2, which is 24. So BC is 24 centimeter. So if you get BC, you can get AC, no? So as AC is BC plus 1 and BC is equal to 24 centimeter and plus 1, so AC will become 25 centimeter. So we got the lengths of all the sides as AB 7 centimeter, it's given, and BC we found out it should be 24 centimeter and AC 25 centimeter. So we got the lengths, and now we have to find sine of angle A and sine of angle C. Let's find. So sine of angle A is opposite side to angle A. Angle A is this one and opposite side is BC. So the length of BC, so BC divided by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is AC. So it becomes the length of BC is 24 centimeter and the length of AC is 25 centimeter. So this is the value of sine A. And next sine C, we get opposite side according to angle C, means this one is angle C, opposite side is AB, so length of AB divided by hypotenuse. So AB is 7 centimeter divided by 25. So this is the value of sine C, and you should not write any units, they get cancelled out in the ratios while we take ratios, okay? So no need of writing units. And next, let's go to the second question. So while coming to second question, we are given again a right angle triangle, and this time this is 3 centimeter and this is 6 centimeter, and we should find this angle theta and this angle some named as phi, or for our convenience we'll take this is 3 centimeter, this is 6 centimeter, this is A, angle A, and this is angle C, this is B and right angle, okay? So now we should find angle A. What is angle A and what is angle C? If you want to try, you can pause the video, take a paper and try, it will be best, or I'll solve again. So to solve, we should be knowing the lengths of the sides of the triangle, right angle triangle. So let's find. We are given only two sides, we don't know what is the third side, or which is AB. Let's find it by Pythagoras theorem. So as usual, Pythagoras theorem states as AC square plus BC square plus AB square, which is square of hypotenuse is equal to square of base plus square of height. So here AC is given as 6 centimeter, so 6 square is equal to AB. AB is not given, so let it be AB square only plus BC, and BC is given as 3, so 3 centimeter is square it, so you get 6 6 are 36, 6 square, and is equal to AB square plus 3 3s are 9, which is 3 square is equal to 9. And here from this we can get that AB square is equal to 36 minus 9. We send that 9 from RHS to LHS, we get 36 minus 9, which is equal to 27. Okay, so AB will become root of 27, as the square of AB goes that side, it becomes square root, and we can write root of 27 as 3 into 9. 3 9s are 27, so you can write like that, and then it becomes root 3 into root 9. Root 9 is nothing but 3, so 3 root 3. So the length of AB is 3 root 3 centimeter. So now we find all the lengths, and this AB is 3 root 3 centimeters. And now we can determine these angles. Angles you can determine by taking any trigonometric ratio, sine, cos, tan, anything, but usually we take tan. So again here we are taking as tan A is opposite side to angle A, which is BC, divided by adjacent side to angle A, which is AB. We get BC is equal to 3 and AB is equal to 3 root 3. Units gets cancelled, and here also 3 gets cancelled. We are left with 1 by root 3. That means we are getting tan A as 1 by root 3. If you remember that table, or you go back to the table and see for which tan value we are getting 1 by root 3, that is tan 30 degree. So for tan 30 degree we are getting 1 by root 3. That means tan A is equal to tan 30 degree, which are both equal to 1 by root 3. That means we can say that this A is equal to 30 degree. Compare this both. Compare them. That means tan A is equal to tan 30 degree. If you cancel this tan, we are cancelling, taking off ratios, then we are left with only angles, angle A and this angle. So we get A is 30 degree. So this angle we got as 30 degree. Here note that we can take even sine, cos or anything, but I just took tan, I don't know why. Now next, while coming to this, tan C is equal to opposite side to angle C is AB. So AB divided by adjacent side to angle C is BC. So BC, and length of AB is 3 root 3 and length of BC is 3. So 3 root 3 by 3, 3 gets cancelled, even units gets cancelled. So we are left with tan C is equal to root 3, and which is equal to tan 60 degree. Compare with the table. In that we got tan 60 degree is equal to root 3. So again, if you take off this root 3 as it is equal to both, and tan C is equal to tan 60 degree, ratios gets cancelled, angle is C is equal to 60 degree. So this angle is 60 degree. So this is our next question. 2 tan square 45 degree plus cos square 30 degree minus sin square 60 degree. Don't worry what is the square and all, nothing but tan square 45 degree means tan 45 whole square. The both are same, it's just written like this. Means you take the value of tan 45 degree, or in place if it's some theta also it's okay, so some tan theta, and then for that square we just write it like that. So that means if you mean sin theta whole square, then you write it as sin square theta. Okay, so here we know that tan square 45 degree means tan 45 value whole square. So tan 45 whole square, here 2 plus cos 30 whole square minus sin 60 whole square. So if you remember that table, you can find that tan 45 is 1. So 1 whole square into 2 plus cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2. So if you write root 3 by 2 whole square minus sin 60 is root 3 by 2 again and whole square. Square. So we get 2 into 1, 1 square is 1 plus root 3 into root 3 divided by 2 into 2 minus root 3 into root 3 by 2 into 2. You can calculate and then minus, or if you see like 2 plus root 3 into root 3, it's 3 divided by 2 into 2, 4 minus 3 again 4. If you see here plus 3 by 4 is there, and again minus 3 by 4 is there. You can cancel them both and we will be left with 2. The answer is 2. Okay. So this is how we'll solve all the questions in trigonometry. Most of the questions will be like this only, on basis of angles. And in next class we'll talk about complementary angles and all. And when you study complementary angles, that time the real kick will start. because most of the board exam questions will be based on these complementary angles and identities only. These are not so much of use, but you should know that if you know this only, you can solve them. So understanding the concept of this is very important. Okay. Okay, then please like the video, share to your friends and comment. If you have any queries or any doubts, you can comment down and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Bye. Meet you in the next class.